All right, Mel, what do we have here?
So we have an assortment of watches here that we chose to represent a really cool category that people are talking about called GADA. So GADA, an acronym for Go Anywhere, Do Anything.
Let me just make a comment about this because it reminds me of another sector of the economy where they tried this called yacht rock for music.
Love yacht rock.
And it caused a huge controversy in terms of which bands, which tunes got included. Some people wanted to be included.
Right.
Then there was Steely Dan,
Right.
who got really
They
pissed.
were offended.
They were offended.
Yeah.
So is the same thing going to happen here in the watch category?
I mean, I think we're gonna we curated something that it won't be as polarizing, but yeah, there's always opinions in the watch category.
It's an attempt to go across brand for a certain genre, a certain vibe, a certain marketing aspect of watches.
Yeah.
Right? Now, what are the attributes? These all look steel to me.
So the attributes are that they're going to be a simply designed watch. So you're going to have a legible dial, silver, black, blue, we'll say, the classic colors.
Yeah.
You're going to mostly have not a precious metal, stainless, perhaps a titanium, carbon fiber, something that's really durable, wearable all the time. Generally, the size profile is going to be 38 to 40 millimeters, depends on how the watch wears. You're not looking for a lot of complications, and you're kind of looking for something that is day to night. So you could also be entering a category where you have an interchangeable strap with the piece to take you into that next part of your day.
All right, so what do we have here? Are these all pre-owned, by the way?
These are all pre-owned, so these are a 1916 company pre-owned collection.
Yeah.
All serviced, all in great condition, and this is going to represent a crosshair of brands that we sell here.
Well, I recognize some right away. Over on the left is the Roadster from Cartier.
Yes.
Now, I know that watch because it has a special place in my heart. It was one of the first pieces I ever got engraved, associated with some achievement in business. And the people that still have them totally covet them decades later. It's a fantastic watch. It's stylish, it's beautiful. Mine was also steel, that's steel. It's very recognizable and has a crazy crown.
Yes.
And I didn't know that fell into the do anything, go anywhere category.
I think the tonneau-shaped case is nice to throw in there as like an alternate option from your classic round design.
Yeah.
You know, inspired by cars, the Porsche Roadster in particular.
Yeah.
The bubble date would be reflective of the windshield, the large crown. So the go anywhere, do anything for the Roadster, I think, is an acceptable choice, but a little off.
No, I get it.
Classic.
But I'm wondering, are they priced now at the actual secondary market price? Because they're all secondary pieces.
Yes.
Some of these have gone up in value, some of them have gone down since issue.
Yeah.
This is probably flat from when it was purchased.
This is going to be $3,950 pre-owned. So in the
pretty affordable.
2000s when this watch was out,
Yeah.
I would say it was somewhere in that range. They did make a chronograph. They made some limited editions. I also wear this watch in another configuration.
It's also great for women.
Great. It's one of my favorite
That's
watches.
a very nice piece. Okay, what do we have next door?
So then we move over to the Vacheron Constantin Overseas.
Well, that's actually a high-end piece, you know.
It is, but it's GADA.
Gotta.
I was going to say that.
I was going to say
we're starting
that
a thing here.
this is actually a watch you gotta have in a basic collection. The Vacheron Overseas is a big deal.
Yeah. So this...
The blue dial is a smoking hot piece.
The blue dial is gorgeous.
Yeah.
The integrated bracelet, the historical design. I mean, this is not a new style in Vacheron's world, although they will come out with new versions over the years.
So this all steel GADA Vacheron, what's the price on that?
This is going to be $22,450.
All right, that's a serious. I mean, that's not entry level, kiddies. But that is a great watch. There's no question about it.
Yeah.
All right, what's next?
We're going to move over to the IWC Ingenieur.
Love it.
Which they did a re-edition of, brought it out.
A little more stylish, a little blue dial.
Yeah, they did a great job.
Textured dial, very nice. Okay,
I think you're going to be happy. This is $10,950.
Better.
So you got this one?
It's actually one of the more attractive dials here. It's got a little certain je ne sais quoi. The rest are pretty, Spartan.
Yeah.
Would that be a good word?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, the pattern dial on this, I think, is just going to add that little extra flair.
I get it, but to get the GADA status, you have to be kind of a little boringo.
From a distance, it would be boringo.
Yeah, okay.
Up close, it's a little more exciting.
What's next door here?
We're going to have our Tudor Black Bay, and this is going to be, basically a no-brainer for this category.
Still in production.
Yes.
Very
yes.
popular
This is their
piece.
anthracite dial. It's 41 millimeters. You just can't go wrong with this for anything.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I think this is probably the leader as far as this category. This one's going to be 4,050.
Okay, now this looks very much like a Grand Seiko from afar, and I'm sure I'm right.
You are correct.
Yeah, okay. You know why? Because it's polished so beautifully.
So they have a special polishing process called Zaratsu finishing, which essentially is a way of polishing the case that you get a really high mirror finish.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
It's actually not a Japanese word. It's based off of a German polishing piece of equipment that Grand Seiko kind of like
and then they took
tagged
it to the
onto.
new level. They got the machine, was the rumor, then they turned it to 11.
Yep. And they wanted to define
Yeah.
their brand a little bit, and this polishing became a hallmark of what Grand
So I'm
Seiko
trying to
does.
decide, does the acronym do anything, go anywhere? Is it pro watch or is it you're a boring watch? Right? I mean, I'm trying to decide.
You're a boring watch, but we're going to go do something exciting while wearing you.
Yeah. But I
Okay.
think it's a great idea because it sort of says I'm part of that culture which, you know, is ready to explore and do whatever I want. I don't have to worry about the piece. It's rugged enough. Isn't that the vibe?
Correct.
Because you're not scratching a paved, soft, white gold watch here.
Correct. And I think if you're coming in to purchase a watch and you want to wear it every day, you don't have a collection, you know, it's hard to decide what is my piece.
Yeah.
And so I think if you're framing it this way for your lifestyle, it could be a great category for you.
I'm okay with buying this to start, but once you get one of these, you're going to start to think, what else can I get?
That's okay. We have something for you.
No, I get it, but listen, it's a very interesting idea, no question about it. You remember, though, Mel, I would say for the last almost 15 years, steel was the thing. Now, gold's back.
Precious metals are back. I think there is a value there. There's a beauty to them, whether it's a high polish
happened
or
pretty
matte
fast.
finish. Oh yeah. You never know.
You
I
never
mean,
know.
You wake up and suddenly people want to buy things they didn't
1
want.
week at Watches and Wonder, and all of a sudden, what's all this gold?
Yeah.
You know, it's. I was amazed. I still love my steel, though. I got a lot of steel watches.
Yeah.
They're very.
I also see a lot of bicolor or a two-tone or whatever phrase the brand
Yeah.
likes to use in line with their
Well, I
production.
like this whole thing. I mean, you know, I think it could blow up because people are going to say, yeah, it's my do anything, go anywhere watch, right?
Start saying GADA and see if anyone knows what you're talking about.
Well, I think now they're all going to know what we're talking about. This
There you
was
go.
very interesting. Very educational, Mel, here. Very educational. I used to like working with George, but now he's discount 20%. She's fantastic.
Well, I still love George, but
You have to say that. I don't have to say that. I think this is great. We're having a good time here. I'm learning a
Thank
lot.
you.
It's wonderful. It's wonderful. Thank you, Mel.
My
Very
pleasure.
interesting. And of course, they're all available at 1916.
all of these are available. We have anybody here can help answer questions about the mechanics and more details on the pieces.
These pieces look brand new, actually. They look like they're refurbished.
So our certified pre-owned program, you are going to get a refurbished watch, polished, warranted watch. I mean, the quality of what you would buy, you would have no question that it would be in pristine condition.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
It's very beautiful.
Yeah, and a lot of these pieces do have some historical stories we won't have time to get into right now, but they're very interesting watches in their own genre,
Yeah,
outside
it
of
is.
GADA.
No, I get it. I get it. Across a lot of, these are really good brands too. I mean, these
Yeah.
are real watches, no question about it. I guess what we're not going to see here is any kind of embellishment with jewelry. It's just forbidden
No, you're
in
not
the
going to see a
category,
diamond
right?
case. You're not going to see a lot of adornment. You're not going to see an enamel dial. I mean,
Yeah.
you could put something like a classic reverso in here that isn't adorned
A
because
reverso would have to be steel to fit in
on a
this
bracelet,
category.
yeah, but it would work. You
No,
know,
that's
you flip
very-
the
that's very
case
cool.
over and you have another
Yeah,
dial,
I'm a big
and
reverso fan.
you're ready for the black tie affair.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for
my
giving us all
pleasure.
an education in a brand new category. Check it out.